All right, Nick Cholas is with Farmers Keeper. He joins us right now. Nick, it's good to talk with you. How are
Hey
you?
guys, good to be here. I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing just dandy, just dandy. Like I said, Nick is the founder of Farmers Keeper. Tell us about it, Nick. What is Farmers Keeper?
Yep. So Farmers Keeper is on a mission to help strengthen farm profitability by connecting farmers and their production, typically corn, soybeans, wheat, to what's
Okay.
called a managed pricing program, which is led by professional commodity brokers.
Okay. So this concept of the managed pricing programs, and this is what really got me interested in getting you on here, Nick, is because I keep
Yep.
hearing about it. What exactly is a managed pricing program?
So a managed pricing program, a lot of us have heard of them by different names. Some of
Mhm.
the larger commercials have sponsored similar types of things in the past. But what it is a managed pricing program, also called an MPP, is kind of like a really large mutual fund where dozens and sometimes hundreds of farmers can all sign up different quantities of their expected production for specific contract months, like December 21 corn. Um, and it allows our clients, who not only are farmers, but are what some of the nation's largest commodity brokers, to price all that grain together for all the different farmers involved and
Okay.
manage only the futures reference price of that while still allowing you to deliver to a local elevator and set your own basis. So there's a lot of advantages and flexibility there.
Well, that's the word that I was going to bring up. It brings some additional flexibility to you, Nick, at a time of the year when you probably should be most focused on being safe out in the field and the logistics of a harvest rather than saying, geez, corn was up 15 cents yesterday and another 3 cents today. What do I do?
Yep, that's right. I was listening yesterday afternoon, right? And you guys were going over big rally that happened yesterday
Yeah.
after the report. And
Yep.
so I think a lot of guys out there that we talk to, they're trying to put it all together and they're trying to make sense of what to do next. And what happens to all of us as a seller in any type of a market is it makes us kind of seize up. There's so many different variables out there.
Yeah.
And for a farmer, you've got to be a mechanic when the combine breaks down. You got to be a chemist. You got to be an agronomist. You got to be a meteorologist to know when it's going to rain. And then on top of it, we're trying to throw on to you that you've got to be a professional commodity broker while you're managing growing a good crop. You've got to now all of a sudden react to geopolitical forces out there, and that's really, really tough to do, especially on a day like yesterday.
All right. So I think I heard you say this, but you're talking about aggregating and working with some volume on the marketing through a managed pricing program. But
Right.
that doesn't change where you have to deliver your cash grain, does it? You're still using your traditional cash markets.
Correct. Correct.
Okay.
So what I really like about that is when you've got that flexibility to look around your market, you're able to still select that. What I like to tell people is think about it when you've got bushels locked up at one particular elevator because they had an OTC that you liked. I like to think about it as if you go to a four-way intersection and there's four gas stations there, which gas station are you going to go to?
Well,
Probably
at
the
the
one with the
moment,
cheapest price,
right,
right?
exactly. It's where I'm going.
So that's right. So you want the benefits, if everything's the same, you want the benefits of a managed pricing program where you've got a professional commodity broker watching your bushels and millions of other bushels for you guys all at once so you can get over the long term a good sustainable futures reference price, but also be able to select where and when you want to deliver. And while we're not a commodity broker, we talk to people about their local cash markets. And we see increasingly a lot of guys out there are starting to more often set basis earlier on in the year. A year like this year, things are up in flux. At least you've got the option there to look at that and the support for all those things.
Yeah. How long's Farmers Keeper been around, Nick?
Farmers Keeper is under a year old, but it was born out of an initiative that I was working on previously to see what can we do to solve this problem, which is there's too many farmers out there today that don't have professional support in how they market their grain. And so what we looked at was, what are those vehicles out there that's a one-size-fits-all for a lot of different types of farmers. So whether you're that farmer that says, man, I don't know what to make of the report that just came out, I pretty much take everything across the scale at harvest and leave it at that, there's a good fit for you. And we also work with several very large farmers that have a brokerage account, that understand the markets, that have been doing this for years, and they're actively managing their risk. And what they like is they like to get involved in risk management that helps them not have to put up margin money and have a fixed transaction cost. So there's a lot of benefits there with that.
Got it. Nick, we've got to go. We're out of time. It was fun talking with you. Thank you so much.
Thanks, everyone. Take care.
All right, that's Nick Cholas, Farmer's Keeper.